Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechBot Solutions, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about how I, in my opinion, correctly and effectively sell a stock. So I'm going to start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. I'm using the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. It's the platform that I use that you do not have to use yourself. I just missed an entry point on ticker symbol DGAS because I was getting this video set up, but I'm really excited to share this. I shared it earlier this morning with the Learn Plan Profit group when it came down to it's this group that gets to watch me trade live every single day. If you guys haven't checked that out, if I'm not mistaken, it's that third link in the description. So it looks like we actually just broke above the slight little resistance that DGAS had. But very quickly, for those that are not familiar with it, the first link in the description is to our free Facebook group, TechBot Solutions. We have over 190,000 members, the largest Facebook group out there for those who invest in the stock market. And we also do run the largest YouTube channel for those who invest in the stock market as well. So be sure to subscribe if you guys haven't done so already. So one of the things, that I wanted to talk about is I wanted to share based off my experience. I'm sometimes put in a position where I get in for a good entry point. We've talked about so many times of how to buy a stock effectively. You guys haven't checked that out, then again, there's a bunch of videos out there, not just from myself, but different trading styles and different ways on how to effectively enter a position. One thing that is not too common is how to sell a position effectively or sell a stock effectively. One of the things that I got really caught up in, and again, correct me if I'm wrong and feel free to share your own experience in the comments section, as I'm sure it can help someone else out, is, we focus on technicals, you guys might focus on fundamentals and a series of different indicators. One of the things that I have felt that I do pretty nicely and effectively and efficiently is that I'm known as someone that sells a little bit too early. I usually tend to sell when there's any indication of a resistance. And regardless of how conservative my entry or my exits might be, one thing that I sometimes struggle with is this is, I think, just psychologically something that people go through. But as something, let me actually just start showing you kind of my trades, right? I can click show trades here. This is for ticker symbol DGAS. One of the things that I personally like to do is that I don't like to, when it comes down to adding to my position size, I like to invest, right? So I first took 100 share position size and then I added an additional 100 shares as it was showing signs of an uptrend. I like to, if something is making me money, I like to add more to my position size once I get that confirmation. Now, once I get an indication of a resistance, so once I saw this thing push up, it shot up very quickly and then pulled right back down to the EMA line. It continued its uptrend pattern and then realized that, hey, based off previous patterns and based off of the resistance that we were noticing during pre-market hours, yes, it can hit highs of $117, but anything above $116.50 makes sense on why it's a decent sell. So one of the things that I decided to do is, solely focus on not the exact, so looking at the ask and the bid and the ask right now, this is where people are buying, this is where people are selling. One of the things that I like to focus on, and I guess this could be a perfect example right now. Look at the MACD and look at the RSI. The RSI is overbought. It's showing signs of it pulling back potentially now. So is, looking at previous patterns and where DGAS is at right now, it makes sense based off previous patterns. Last time that it was here, it got rejected, right? Last time that it was here, it got rejected. Last time that it was here, it got rejected. We're at a price range where DGAS is not the best deal within the day. So it makes sense on why it can be a good sell. The MACD is showing signs of a potential, peak. So is the RSI showing signs of a potential pullback. And based off of previous patterns, it's showing that it's a little bit more on the overbought side. Yes, anything is possible. DGAS can shoot up to $200, just as much as DGAS can shoot to $5. But there should be a reason behind everything it is that you do. And I have found it to be so much more effective and efficient that sometimes while I'm watching this, push up and I saw that it hit, and again, I want you guys to share your own opinion if you guys can relate to this at all. It hit highs, right? As this thing was pushing up, let's say I was in, which I'm not, but let's say I was in, right? Let's say I was in at 16.88. It pushed up to 16.88. I bought at $16. It pushed up. I saw very quickly that it pushed up to 16.88, and mentally, I am going to want to sell, and correct me if I'm wrong, I'm going to put a limit order at 1689 or 1687 because I saw how much money that was. I saw that it hit that and I'm just like, I just want a little bit more. How many of you guys have ever done that? That you put your limit order to sell, right? At a little bit of a higher price point or at that exact price point that you saw it hit. But then when you check out the prices and you see that, hey, again, with the general understanding that the bid is at 116.58 and the ask is at 116.72, what if you were just to sell at market price or at the bid, right? You're already selling for a profit. There's a reason behind your sell, and why not just do it? Instead of caring about the exact price point to try to maximize every single cent. Again, thinking about big picture, the extra 5-10 cents probably isn't going to matter 10-15 years down the road. But what is going to matter is, and correct me if I'm wrong, you try to sell at 16.90 because it hit that once, it ends up pulling back, you start lowering your limit order, it breaks below the EMA line and you're like, freaking crap. And then you sell at whatever the market price is and you just either went from green to red or you gave a majority of your profits away. When you could have just effectively and efficiently just sold when there was an obvious indication of a resistance. Again, there's a lot of different scenarios where sometimes, yes, if you do wait, it can continue to uptrend. But think about it. Out of 50 positions that you take, even 10 positions that you take, how many times does it actually continue to uptrend from when you want to sell? I feel like more people chase the sell than actually just sell effectively and then, again, get that weight lifted off your shoulders. I find that to be a best practice that's so much more self-sufficient for a long-term goal. So again, if you want to do this for the rest of your life, then you need to make sure that your best practices and your habits that you implement today are in effect and align with your goal of being able and wanting to do this for the rest of your life. Because if you continue to make these mistakes of discouraging yourself to ever trade again, so if you go from going from green to red and then you're just like, wow, the market's against me, this just isn't for me, people can't make money in the stock market, I'm done. You're never going to want to trade again, and you're not going to get to the point where you're going to be trading 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the road. And it's very little simple best practices. There's no magic system, nothing like that you need to begin to implement. Wait for confirmation, manage your risk, identify and take action when there's a reason behind it. And that's the whole point of this video. Again, I did not make a ton of money on this trade at all, $147. But the biggest thing that I was focusing on, on this trade was, it's really early within the day, and I was just trying to have fun with what it was that I was doing, and it made sense behind my entry and my sell. And that is why I decided to do what it is that I did. So, that's really just it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I really hope that maybe for someone that is struggling to identify how to sell a stock effectively, if you found this video helpful, I hope I earned your thumbs up. And as well, I hope that you can share this video with someone and hope that we can guide them in the right direction. You look really tired. Thank you. I love being told that I look ugly. But no, definitely a little tired, but it's all good. We just went to bed a little bit late. We have a lot of exciting things planned for TechBud Solutions and for Learn Plan Profit. I'm really excited to be implementing it for each one of you guys. So thank you guys again for your time. I hope I earned your thumbs up in this video. If you guys haven't subscribed, we'd love to have you as a part of our journey. Again, the first link is for the Learn Plan the first link is for the TechBud Solutions group. The third link in the description, I talked about them briefly. It's our Learn Plan Profit group. They get to watch me trade live every single day. Just as a friendly reminder, you guys know that I'm all about, getting good deals and discounts. If you're part of TechBud Solutions, simply direct message me. You guys can just direct message me via Discord. Please don't message me on Instagram. Please don't message me like on the YouTube comments, nothing like that. Message me via Discord, direct message me, and shoot your shot, right? Ask me for a discount and why you think that, you deserve it. If you want to be part of Learn Plan Profit, watch me trade live every single day, have access to the video lesson library. We're also going to be updating the course completely. So if you want access to this information that we have now and then the update that comes later, feel free to, tune on in and we can kind of go from there. PSM looks like he's putting up a nice little middle finger. I think he put that up his butt last night. But thank you guys again so much for your time. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Continue working hard. Continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. That's actually, I think, the button that I pushed to turn on my McLaren 720S. I don't know if you could relate, but hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Like always, continue working hard, continue following your dreams. Let your passion be what drives your success. And like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team. What's going on, hitter?